The presidential aircraft landed at the Sam Mbakwe International Cargo Airport at about 11:52 a.m. on Tuesday, and the president was received by the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, and other dignitaries. After inspecting the guard of honor, the president moves to commission the 60 kilometers dualized Owerri-Mbise-Umahi Road, the Assumpta Junction flyover, as well as the newly built Emmanuel Iwayan International Conference Center, all executed by the Imo State government. From here, he moves to the second part of his visit, which is the unveiling of a book titled A Decade of Impactful Progressive Governance, authored by Governor Hope Uzodinma. The event attracts dignitaries from across the country and beyond. They include National Assembly members, traditional rulers, politicians, governors, members of the Federal Executive Council, and a cross-section of Imo people. In his opening remarks, the chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Professor Nentawa Yiwada, lauds the governor for documenting the achievements of the APC.
This occasion is not just merely an unveiling of a book, but a presentation of a national testimony, a chronicle of courage, of challenges, and a conviction of the progressive. It is a mirror of reflecting where we have come from, and a compass pointing to where we need to go to as a country and the party also.
The book reviewer, Professor Chima Onwaguma of the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, sheds light on what the book represents.
This is a book about governance and politics. And so who should read this? My sincere response would be everyone who has an interest in governance and politics in Nigeria, and this might just be everyone. If I'm given the latitude to share one of my favorite sections of the book, it will be found in the last paragraph of the conclusion, where the author made bold to give credit to the opposition. I quote, "I thank the opposition for keeping us on our toes and for challenging us to be a better political party. We know we have not solved all the problems of this country, and this was never our promise. But as progressives, have we set Nigeria on a path of renewed hope? The answer is yes."
There were good messages by the Obi of Onitsha, His Royal Majesty Nnemeka Achebe, and the Senate President Godswill Akpabio.
Let me say, the road up to now has been difficult, but the road ahead is probably going to be more difficult. But then the book gives us a roadmap, and we hope that the book is made available as widely as possible. Because, as you said, Dr. Hope Uzodinma, that a lot of things are happening which people don't know. And by documenting that, we've done a great service to the people of Nigeria.
Mine is to thank the governor of Imo State for deciding to put history in writing. 10 years of impactful leadership of the APC administration in Nigeria. If you don't tell your story, others will tell the stories for you.
For the governor, the book is a product of months of reflection, careful research, and honest writing.
I hope this book reminds us that APC is not just a party to win elections. APC is built on values, equity, inclusion, service, and discipline. These values must always shape how we govern. Of course, no governing party is without its critics. Reforms are very hard, sometimes or most times very painful, sometimes also misunderstood, but they are very, very necessary, globally speaking. And it is the only path to long-term prosperity. The truth is, some interests who benefited from the old order, the broken systems, are bound to resist change.
On his part, President Bola Tinubu urges Nigeria to remain steadfast as the nation is about to enjoy a new lease of life.
Today we gather not only to launch a book, but to reflect on a decade of collective effort and sacrifice. We promise the change. Today I can confidently tell you that the worst is over.
With political leaders, traditional and religious leaders, youths, men and women from all parts of the country rallying together under one roof, the president's visit to Imo State is not only about the inauguration of projects and book unveiling, but also to reinforce a shared vision of a stronger and united Nigeria. Ejitope Kute, Channels Television News.